dramatic and competitive regular season in the ACC, it all comes down to this: the conference championship game, a battle for the trophy that also carries serious college football playoff implications. Welcome to Bank of America Stadium, the home of the Panthers, right here in Charlotte, North Carolina. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the UCF Knights, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So the UCF Knights offense comes on the field first today. And it comes down to this. After a brutal regular season schedule, all these teams have poured into it. And now one final showdown, Kirk. And one of these teams walks off this field tonight as conference champions.
Well, if you talk to these coaches, and especially the players, Chris, you get the sense that this game means a lot. Opportunity to become conference champs. And also, you win this game, who knows how it can impact you at that next step into the postseason. So let's see who the better team is and who's going to become the conference champ.
He'll hand it off. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
Big moment early in this championship game. Third down coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Bradley. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. The Knights begin a new series here. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. Receiver makes the catch. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a 4th down play now. Looking to throw again.
Well, they're going to come up short of the sticks here, and we got a tough decision at this point in the football game for the head coach. What will they do now on 4th down?
That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
The offense has had really good rhythm in this drive, running the ball, throwing the football. It seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Finding some room at the 25. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Great patience here, great execution by the entire offense. The quarterback kind of baits the defense towards him, drops it off to the back, and he's got a convoy in front of him.
The pass is intercepted. Not much room in that return. Tackled at the 16, but an important takeaway for this defense.
This just goes to show you everybody makes mistakes. This quarterback is looked and viewed as one of the top quarterbacks in the entire country. But even he makes a poor decision, puts the ball into coverage, and he throws an interception here early in the game.
Quarterback now all alone in the backfield. First play looking to throw it. The pocket breaking down. With pressure and sack, it will be tackled inside the 10.
Wow, what a rough way to start this football game for these guys. Already kind of in a hole inside their own 20. In the first play, they give up a sack, and now they're going in the wrong direction, getting a little closer to their own goal line.
On this this winds up a safety.
That's how you get a game started by this defense. What a way to score here early. We'll just have to see if these 2 points make much of a difference if this game ends up coming down to the wire.
The returner brings it out to the 28, and the UCF offense will take over.
And the UCF offense back out on the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And the hitter, just as he releases the ball, it's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Oh, the ball comes loose. The offense has it. It's still going.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Oh, that one's picked off. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will set up the offense at the 38. Watch the call here. The drive begins with excellent field position. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. They didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. He's running out of time here. Oh, and he dropped that one. Great chance in his 2nd interception of the game.
Well, in case you're counting at home, that was nearly his 3rd interception of the game. That offensive staff has either got to give this quarterback some easy passes to build his confidence up, or they need to make a change and bring the other guy in. He's just reckless out there so far today.
And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes a reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards?
That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Not a long return, but the important thing to pick outside of scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29. Excellent field position here for the offense. On 1st down, it's play action. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it with room to run. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Canes. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man steps out at the 28. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Here's the first play of the drive. He started at 28. Fired to the right side, complete. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
This defense reminds me of a group that just is all about preparation. They are completely dialed in on this play. Yeah, they give up the completion, but how about that? Nowhere to go after the catch.
And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Grab behind the line. It's Lee. The senior with excellent work after the catch.
One of the areas that separates good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offense is on third down passing plays. And that was a perfect call and really well executed.
The Knights lining up here on 1st and 10. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football, but he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Catch made on the left side. They finally make the tackle, but solid gain. Sets him up 1st down at the 33. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. We'll hand it off.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their own fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Quick completion to the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few yards, but it's short of the 1st down marker. Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Quarterback drops back. Finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Oh, I love it. Keep the kicker on the sideline. This offense knows when you're in the red zone, you got to come away with 6. Great play to keep this drive moving.
The Knights will crank up the tempo. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their 1st of the half. Goal line formation for the defense. And the quarterback just sneaks it. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Knights. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Lets it go quickly. The ball is picked off.
Well, we're just here in this 1st half, and this defense is all over. That's their 2nd interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
The offensive coordinator's got to love this starting field position. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
He's got the 1st and still going. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a 1st down in the red zone. The Knights looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Looking for the end zone, has a lane. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
And they'll try the quarterback sneak. Goes all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, UCF.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone and they begin the drive at the 25. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, it's an incompletion here, and I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
This time it's complete.
Well, I like how the quarterback used his eyes to move the defense and then came back and made an accurate throw there on the quick slant.
Crucial third down play coming up. And the quarterback keeps it here. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
We got a short pickup here, but just what they needed. So keep the drive moving, and you know what it's going to do? Plant a seed on this defense. Anytime they run that option, beware the quarterback.
Looks right for a quick completion. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so they'll take a timeout. The Canes moving quickly down the field here. Off the play fake on first down. Throws it to the right. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25. And the Canes will have first and 10 here. Handoff from the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Running back grabs it on the screen. Powers through. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
A lot of times, this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here, the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Makes a quick grab. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Strong game by this quarterback. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down to the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. He hands it off from the gun. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Tries to get it to the running back. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He stopped and gets a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. An inside give now from the shotgun. The offense able to fall on the football. Lucky to maintain possession there. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss in the play. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. A timeout is called. A tough strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Let's see if this offense can convert now. It's 4th down and long from the 49. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And they heave it deep downfield. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, mistake by the quarterback of putting that up in the air, but a great play by the free safety. You know, you sit back and cover 3. The center fielder is the free safety. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, and when that ball is released, he's got to show an athletic ability to be able to go find the football and come down with it for an interception.
They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Looking for a man deep down the left side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on. Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB.
Boy, this defense is doing an outstanding job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage. That's their 3rd interception now in the game.
So they'll start this drive with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. First down, looking to throw the football. Bringing pressure. Receiver makes the grab. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. They'll look to throw it here on second down. He escapes the pocket. Looks to the left for a quick throw. With sure hands, it's Bradley. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now. First down, looking to throw the ball. On the run here. Lets it go. Pass caught. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He's got it, looking for the end zone. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Knights. Kicking team out for the PAT try.
That's what I love about this running back is he's so dangerous after the catch. You know, you look at him, you think about the ability to run between tackles or even bounce it outside, and that's great. But what makes him really one of the more dangerous backs in the country is this right here. Catch the ball to the backfield, make people miss, and take it into the end zone.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for the wideout. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. They bring him down, a chance to turn that into points just before halftime.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Incomplete with 4 seconds remaining. Time for just 1 more play. So on 4th down, they don't go for it. Out comes the field goal unit trying to add 3 points before halftime. And it's good right down the middle. And they add to their lead. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. We finally make the stop there after a huge gain, but that wraps up the first half. The Knights will kick this deep and begin the second half. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Miami offense is back on the field. The passing game was effective in the first half. Let's see if they continue to lean on that as they try to make up the deficit here.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. The Canes come up to the line in the hurry-up. And 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. And they'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. here for the offense.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Grab near the sticks and Storm will not be brought down. They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. On the shotgun, it's a handoff.
Pretty good gain here by this offense, and here they are. They're getting already set to the line of scrimmage. They're ready to go. Defense better get their cleats in the ground.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Chris, they get the 3 points, but looking back at it, 4th and inches. Pretty conservative call there. I really thought they would have gone for it.
They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. They're going to run it here. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Fights through a tackle. The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Chris, I'll be honest, man. I thought on 4th down and 1, they might be just trying to draw the defense off sides, but they caught me and probably the defense by surprise as well, especially on their own side of the field. Let's see play call right there to keep this drive alive.
He's brought down out at the 46.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
The shotgun handoff here. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
3rd down play here out of the shotgun. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They make the tackle, but not before he reaches the 37.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
It's UCF in the lead. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on.
This bitch-ass thinks I care about running the fucking clock. They're number 1. I've got fucking 4 turnovers against me and fucking fighting for my life. Fucking idiot.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. The receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Important moment here in this championship game. 3rd down and short on the 9th play of the drive. And they pick up the first on the ground. They make the tackle, but the offense set up for the first down in the red zone.
Well, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the 4th quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
Sophomore brought down after a nice run. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup. 2nd down and goal upcoming. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Ball spotted at the 5 for this 3rd and goal play. Caught behind the line. It's Lee. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF. Now to try here for the extra point.
Chris, it's a great touchdown by the quarterback and receiver, but I just can't help but think this is why defensive coordinators work so hard on the pursuit drill. Better effort from the collective defense might have prevented that from being a touchdown.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Time running out in this conference championship game. This is a desperation drive right here. Got to score. On the run, he'll let it go. Wide open downfield. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down. The Hurricanes looking to use the up-tempo offense here. And looking to throw now on first down. Defense is coming after him. 0 running route. Stop right at the line of scrimmage. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Oh, almost another interception. Can you believe it? It's going to bring up 3rd down. Now it's 3rd and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Fires it on the move. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. He rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. It's victory formation. Quarterback will kneel down. What a special year and a moment these players will never forget. After all they put into this, they can now call themselves